gang, Keej TV here, back again with another Manchild review. How yous doing? I've got something pretty cool here today, as I always tend to do. This is Universe 03 Inferno, still in the box. Wow. I have been on the past, I want to say, past few months, inspired by friends. I have really been in the kick for this Universe 03 stuff. This is special to me, and I don't know why. I can't really pinpoint an exact reason, but I've really got a special kind of interest in this specific bizarre line, because it's so unique, and we're never going to get anything like this again, right? Universe 03 was this bizarre kind of line where they would repackage old toys from like the 90s and the early 2000s, like with Beast Machines here, and Red 01, the true Red, by the way. And they would put it into this kind of line that was like kind of G1, kind of not, because this is obviously supposed to be like G1 Red Alert, you know, that's what it's homaging. It's like a kind of sports car, fire rescue, fire chief, yeah, like it says, fire chief here. It's supposed to be emulating that. It's that kind of thing, but also there's just some weird repaints like Black Arachnia, and I don't know, is that like her original Beast Wars toy colors? I'm really not sure. Yeah, Universe 03, we're never going to get anything like this again, just because of the way things are, you know. You've got your Gen Selects, your Buzzworthy Bumblebees, stuff like that. You're not really going to get any kind of bizarre repaints where they're trying to like fill up a line for, you know, the product demand or whatever. Like, this was it. It was contained to this one kind of era, and I think it's just so, I don't know, appealing how it's just captured this kind of time period, and how it's just, you know, it's done. It's came and went, and it's just this beautiful little time capsule, if that makes sense. I'm kind of rambling a bit, like I tend to do, but I hope that makes sense. It's just very kind of interesting now that the dust has settled for what, you know, 20 years now, just to look and see what was going on at the time. It's so different to how things are nowadays, and I really appreciate that, you know, just the kind of difference in scale. And this is Inferno, obviously supposed to be Red Alert here. If I can give you a better look at the box, this kind of, I don't know what to call it other than just, you know, like 2000s packaging, you know. It's really in your face, it's crazy looking, it is something else. Machine Robot Rescue Series, that's what this is. Let's see here. In the distant future, the evil Unicron wages a final war for ultimate control of the universe. Something yeah, you know, they don't really have much to go off on apart from like Unicron and Megatron. I guess you could still say that about nowadays, but I think the kind of stories they had were focused to G1 and Beast Wars, unless they wanted to get a bit funnier with Armada and Red. That was about it. Inferno here is a repaint of a Red Pro, that kind of cool sports car dude. This is a level 3, by the way. I am only 5 years old, so I may fuck this up. I'm very sorry. I think he has the original blast effects here. My pal Matt, he was telling me about that, how apparently these are before, you know, they kind of made a comeback for like 2021, or when did they do those blast effects actually? Siege 2019? Before they made a comeback there, these I think were the first, because I think he was around for that when that was coming out. I was only 1 year old in 2003, so this is a new experience to me. I'm very lucky to have this still in the box. And I just, you know, I want to unearth some ancient history. So I'll get this open, right? Might be a little bit painful because this guy, admittedly, it's a little thing I do. I just have these guys sitting around the place still in a box before I open them up. I like to have them sit for a while. I like to appreciate just having it before just, you know, going right in. And this guy, admittedly, between a mix of just me being lazy and me really liking the box, I haven't opened them. You know, I tore apart like that knockout in that Ironhide a couple of videos ago. But this one, I don't know why, this one's gonna hurt, right? Oh god, 20 years is about to be unleashed here. Whoa, fuck, I'm not even being tidy about it, right? Okay, I don't know what this is. Is this like a comic book or something? Trading card? I am not sure. It's in more tape, so I've got more stuff to rip up. Oh, jeez, I'll get to that in a minute, right? Because our main guy here, Inferno, he needs to open up, right? 1 second. Oh, right. That is something getting him out. Yep, I have never owned any of the Red Door 1 stuff before, so this is a new experience to me. And already, you can tell this is kind of that era where they really like the kind of car modes over anything else. Maybe the robot wasn't necessarily the main kind of focus. It's the fact that he could turn into the car in the first place. Yeah. 1 second, let me get my big giant pair of scissors out. But this should be my first experience with a red toy. I don't know how to feel about that. This toy was kind of made up before I was even born. Which, I don't know, is that a first for this series? Where it's like something that I'm nostalgic for, even though I wasn't like necessarily around for it. We have clearly G1 Red Alert here, if I can get a better light in it just to show it off better. Yep, that's actually really nice. Well, just that wee bit of kind of detail on him. This is a really nice kind of car, isn't it? Even if it's obviously a kind of cool sports car done up to look like a fire chief mobile, you know, I'll run with it. What are these? Are these like, huh? She's a spoiler that kind of flaps about. Yeah, you might be wondering the whole Inferno thing when, you know, like I keep saying, this is Red Alert. That's a mix of things, like how Red Alert, they had him as a different character by this time with Armada in 2002. And the really weird fact that I think might just be an excuse with this guy technically being Beast Wars Inferno. Because, you know, like the packaging said there at the start, this is hundreds of years in the future, whatever, and everyone must unite to stop Unicron or whatever the fuck. And I guess Beast Wars Inferno kind of just walked off getting blown up 2 times in a row. Decided to become a good guy, and then copied some dead warrior from like hundreds of years ago. To make it out what you will, TF Wiki, I just read what it says. I don't make it up, right? Don't shoot the messenger. But that could do something for someone. It could do a little less for other people. Whatever. Let me get this guy transformed. Oh, wow, that was a very kind of different transformation than I thought it was going to go. Wow, yeah, speaking about the kind of modern era toys there, this guy messed with me for a second because he does not go the way you'd expect him to. But it's a nice kind of quick wee fun transformation too. I was expecting it to be a bit more kind of involved, but no, it's pretty simple. At least I think I've done them right. I didn't read the instructions because it's just a wee habit that I like to just transform first time without any hints to try and, I don't know, maybe boost my ego, but also try and get to know the figure better. Yeah, he's definitely dated, right? You can tell with the way he's kind of designed these, not as like compact as these modern toys. But I think that's cool because it's from this era where like the car really did become the guy, you know? You've like his entire arm is just the back of the car. He's got like these big wheel shoulder things. The engine like folds into his chest. You know, they will be remaking these kind of red guys soon, you know, if that Sideburn that we all know they're gonna do. But I think I should experience this first, and I have the kind of privilege to do that with me getting this guy. If I can plug in his fire hoses, his hydraulic press guns, I don't know what to call them. Do they even go in here? Ah, that's cool. It's like a two-handed one. You're gonna have to forgive me. I know that like red toys and the red cartoon would probably like be straight up my alley, but I've never touched it, and I feel shame and remorse every time I mention that. But look at this guy. I get it now, yeah. This is a beautiful new take on a Red Alert, Inferno, whatever you want to call him. Or even just something entirely new. This is special. It kind of even looks like that one Ghostbusters Transformer did, the big shoulders and the kind of nice white kind of colouring on him. You know, like, he's got a bit of a bum flap, but that's really the worst thing I can say about this guy. He's got this cool kind of camo skirt thing. The engines can like fold out to be like little rifles that fire off. He's got little tick guns. If I can see that right. He's got this kind of funny looking head that's I don't know if that's pro or if that's a new head mold. I am very ignorant going into this one, I'll be real with you. But he just has that kind of, I don't know, the way he's designed, you can just kind of naturally put him into poses. You know, he's got this big shield, he's got his kind of cannon. You have these kind of flying dynamically. Like, you get what I mean? You just pick him up and you kind of want to like pose him about, put him in action, put him in the scene. Even his little kind of heels support that, you know. And this is really cool from a toy that is literally 20 years old. Like, wow. I never like unboxed a Universal 3 toy before. I had like a few of the tiny ones, but like getting like a kind of, I don't want to say proper one because those are toys too, but like one of the kind of like the biggies, you know, of the experience. Yeah, I get it. I almost want to transform again, you know, just to experience that car mode because this really is, you know, a car robot. This is that kind of experience. It's a little man who can make look cool as a robot and then like look even cooler as a car. This is, oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Inferno here is great. You know, even if he is a Beast Wars war criminal, even if he did try and wipe out humanity, I think he's looking pretty fresh. I think he's turning over a new leaf. You know, ignore all the kind of weird ant stuff. He's the chief now. Hold on, actually, what was that I don't know what to call it, we kind of comic strip that I threw away like 5 minutes ago. Hold on, let me get this out. Okay, after tearing apart the box even more, I'm curious to see what we have here because I see some of those other beautiful repaints in the Universal 3 line. I'm just curious as to what I'm actually looking at here. Oh, yeah, it's one of these. Oh, hold on. You guys are going to see this. It's a big spread of all the guys. Oh, that is beautiful looking. That depth charge and razor claw, that silver bolt. Oh, yeah. You like see when you see them all at once, you kind of start to get it. That depth charge is gorgeous. Oh, and it's oh, look at that. It's a big spread of the promo art. Like, do you see what I mean when I say like Universal 3 is just so beautiful because it will never happen again? Like, you're never gonna see this in modern Transformers. I know there's like the whole kind of legacy thing where it's all the mismatched characters all fighting, but like this is just that kind of like aesthetic of the time. You know, it's all these kind of beast dudes. You know, their kind of era's over, but like they don't know what to do with them because they were part of the brand for so many years. And you've got these kind of like G1 callbacks appearing. It was just such a weird transitional period, and I am so happy to have this on me. That's I'm keeping that for sure. Oh yeah, I really like Universal 3. I've kind of been chasing it. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's me thinking about Transformers too much and feeling kind of exhausted nowadays of this whole kind of fan wank sort of like overindulgence kind of I don't know, like the meta of like certain characters is annoying me so much that I just find a lot of escapism in characters like this who are just strange repaints from this bygone era. But I really get enjoyment out of this. I don't know if I'll get tired of it one day, but Universal 3, I feel like I'm going to be fascinated by it for a long time. I'm not even particularly crazy over any of these molds, any of these characters. I don't need any of these toys for like a video idea or anything. I just collect them because I really like them, and I think that's nice. It's not me buying something because it's like a job or, you know, it's like a task I set in my head. It's just that kind of childlike wonder of cool toy that I really want to play with. And I think everyone should have that in their lives if they do a lot of their Transformer stuff. You know, I know a lot of kind of stop motion people. I know a lot of people who are doing like just anything to do with like fan made media or like official even. I think it's nice to like kind of find that spark again by not like being like I have to buy this for this reason, but like just you know I really want to find this. It's a limited thing. It's a kind of small, special thing I want to indulge myself in and really just have a good time with it. Aye, this definitely scratches an itch I had, and I'm glad it did because I was worried I wouldn't like this guy, honestly. Because the box art, if you saw that at the beginning, it really doesn't make him look that nice. I just had to trust that this toy would be cool. You know, what people have said about it in the past, I just had to go for it. And I'm glad it paid off, because this is just a funny wee kind of dated robot man who I think, see nowadays, we might have a little bit to learn from. Or not, maybe his time's went, and it's just nice to look back. But either way, I've got a lot of good things to say about this guy. And actually, before I forget, let me just test this. Let me just... Oh shit! They actually went far! Wow, that is the first flick fire missile test on this entire fucking show where it has actually worked out. They went flying across the room there. That is a good note to end off on. Thank you. Oh, I'm in love with this guy.